A very good morning to all my subscribers, my viewers, the obedient family. Thank you for joining me this morning. Now, let me start this video by appreciating Peter Obi for his unwavering, relentless effort towards bettering the life of Nigerians across board, both in the north, both in the south, both in the east, both in the west, everywhere. Now, yesterday he actually went to a school of nursing in Imo State and donated 10 million. It was a massive entrance. The people love him. It's just something that you cannot steal from him. The love of Nigerians, the organic love of Nigerians. And also, let me bring in Rufai, that is doing his 2 cents to make sure that the life of Nigerians are better, all the healthcare and all that he's giving to people in critical villages and all that. And the truth is, it's not all about castigating, it's not all about attacking. It's about finding your own way to actually support people, finding your own way to actually help out in the situation whenever the need arises. It's good to actually hold government responsible. It's good to actually attack them when they're doing wrong. It's good to proffer solutions, but at the same time, if God gives you the capacity and the ability to help, it is also good to reach out to people, because trust me, the best form of asset a woman being can ever have is the amount of people you actually touch their lives while you had or while you were in this world. And it's good to see them actually carrying it out. It's not just being oppositions, but also doing their best to lift Nigerians from the quagmire they find themselves in. And I keep saying it from time to time, that government is not rocket science. By the time you have people that are compassionate, that have integrity, that have competence, that are willing to help the people, that are willing to change the lives of people, you will find out that a lot of new things will start coming. A lot of improvement will come. The only problem we are having is that we have people that don't care about what the people feel, but they don't care about what happens to the people. They don't care. And I'm going to be showing you a video where somebody broke it down heavily. The man is something. He has so much upstairs that he can dish out, and he has been dishing it out. And anytime he comes, he keeps all the interviewers wowed, make them to keep quiet and listen, because he has so much that can improve the nation. And I keep saying it is not rocket science, trust me. But before we go into that, let me quickly tell you that as we just keep talking about how to improve the government, how to do this one, how to do that one, it is quite unfortunate that there are people that are paying attention to frivolities, discussing Igbo people, discussing what Igbo people did today, what Igbo people are doing, how Igbo people this one. The bigotry has gotten so deep that is now discussed on Spaces on X. People now sit down to discuss the Igbos and all that. It is too sad in a country where we're supposed to be discussing the main matters. In fact, let me show you. Then when I come back, we'll continue.
I was troubled about that guy's personality.
Troublemaker.
But guess what? Yeah, guess
really.
what? The Igbo man sees Okonkwo as what a typical man should be.
But the good thing. The good thing
uncontrollable temper, feisty in his attitude, quick to make decisions. That's the man. That's the personality of the man. They are trying to. They feel an ideal man should be. But that's one of the reasons why someone like Ojukwu will be considered a hero. If Ojukwu was a Yoruba man, we will not. In fact, they will wipe out his ancestors' stories.
Do you know what Ojukwu himself said?
How do you lead a people to that kind of reckless war? And then you go to a life of comfort, and you're now showing pictures of you with beautiful girls in comfort. And then you come back from exile to go back to meet the enemies you incited your people to that kind of death.
So Agbo, we've always thought of where is Dennis Osadebe from?
He's from Asaba area.
Okay, well, he was considered Igbo, right?
Well, he self-identified as such. But in every political system, there are always quisling characters who would be selfish enough to kiss up to those who are their oppressors. So if you ask me, he was a quisling character. He was Igbo by convenience, if you ask me.
Okay. All right. Thanks for that contribution. because it's very interesting how they were trying to say that that place was going to be part of Biafra, and so we really appreciate this. But you should have come much earlier when you could have engaged the real Biafrans, because now they are gone. Eh?
Oh, they were here. They were here.
Oh my God!
Oh no, it would
Oh,
have been fun. That would have been fun.
oh. Yeah, right. So, thanks a lot. I'm going to invite you to another session.
Sure. Hopefully
We're gonna
the
have
mic will work this time. Next time.
yes, yes.
You've seen it, right? And those people that you see there, they are educated. Oh. They went to school. Some of them have PhD written. Some of them have MA, Masters written. Some of them have DR. Different portfolios. But it is very clear that the fact that you went through school or you have acquired some level of education does not reduce your sense of bigotry. The mindset can be dead while you are educated. Education does not guarantee sensibility. It does not guarantee that you are smart. In a country that people are passing through hell, the center of discussion should be how to improve governance, how to hold people in power responsible, undermining religion, undermining tribe, undermining all those things. But you can see a group of, I don't know what to call them, I don't want to use a word that is not too good, gather themselves in a space and all they are discussing is how the Igbo man does from slavery, how the Igbo man is proud, how the Igbo man is this one. That is the conversation that is going on there. And that is why I told you that a lot of times the biggest evil that these politicians have done to Nigerians is creating that division of tribe and religion. And it's quite unfortunate that it has eaten so deep that even the literate cannot think beyond that line. They have even captured the mind of those that call themselves the so-called literates. And that is why you see this playing out. In other countries, nobody knows who is this one, who is that one. They hold government to account. Once you are there, you are responsible. They are holding you. They are asking you questions. They are demanding that you do what you promised to do. They are demanding a better life. But you see, nuisance constituting what they know how to do best, nuisance. In a space discussing Igbos, discussing Yorubas, I don't care whether you are from the south, east, the southwest. The major point, the focal point, the point of what do I call it now? Attention should be on what Nigerians are facing and how to remove us from the quagmire of this mess. But because of the fact that the leaders have sown a seed of discord that has grown so deep, the mindset has been killed. They have made us to look at our fellow brother as the enemy, while the real enemies are up there looting. But thank God for Nigerians that have seen beyond the box and are coming out to actually make their point well known. Make it very clear that things can actually do better. We can actually do better. Listen to this young man. For those that say, I complain, I don't procure solutions, there are millions and legions of solutions out there. Just listen, and when I come back, we'll wrap this up.
I've always maintained that the most lucrative railroad in Nigeria is the Lagos, Shagamu, Ijebu-Ode, Ore, Benin, Asaba, Onitsha, Owerri, Port Harcourt, Sako Bakaba, to Umuahia, to Abakaleke, all the way back to Onitsha. We've done the number. It's a 716 kilometer railroad. It will take about $5.2 billion to do. That railroad has 200 million cargo ton traffic per annum. Over 400 million passenger traffic per annum. The transport have been conducted. That road can be done through a PPP arrangement where government, the states, the contiguous 9 states and the federal government owns some percentage shares in the SPV. The private sector investor owns 30%, either a Deutsche Bank group or any of the established rail company. Now, for example, assuming the federal government and the state cut off is about 1.3 trillion, they cannot put that 1.3 trillion in 1 year. It may go over 5 years, but the private sector investor can put in his own money at the same time, or as maybe on milestone basis. In such, if when you're preparing an MTF or a budget to cover those periods, there should be a plan on how to source for funding, whether through fiscal revenue or through borrowing, to cover your own counterpart funding. But the current expenditure for that, you can't carry current expenditure to next year. There must be capital provision every year. The problem we have is, like I always said, is the National Assembly. These guys, they just sit down, whatever is passed to them, they will just do first reading, second reading, third reading. They will just approve it. And that is where the change is. They are not helping the president. You only help the president when you provide oversight function on the MDAs. You ask questions. Okay, example, we said we are going to do 1.78 million barrels a day. We are not doing 1.4. What is happening? Who is being questioned? What is holding it down from us doing what we're supposed to do? We are going to build the refinery and repair it from 2021 to 2023. We are in 2024, going to the end of the 2024. Nothing is being refined. No question asked. Nobody questioned. When you say to us, okay, we consume so much volume every day. All of a sudden, the number goes up 100%, 50%. Nobody's asking questions. And that is the challenge we have in Nigeria. There is no rigor. There's no focus, there's no discipline, there's no scientific approach to governance at that level, and which is very worrisome. If we are doing what we're supposed to, I always say this country ticks the right boxes to become a top 10 biggest economy in the whole world. South Korea in 1970 was way behind us. South Korea GDP was 9.75 billion. Our own was 12 billion, 12.3 billion. Go and check the records. Today, South Korea, 52 million people, $1.6 trillion GDP. Nigeria, 218 million people, 252 million billion dollar GDP.
Now you've seen it, right? Governance is not rocket science. I told you, I said, now from Friday night, now they know a Saturday morning go be. Funny enough, when we say this government is not going towards the right direction, a lot of us think that we want to insult, we are anti the government because we supported Peter Obi, we don't want anybody to succeed. No, it is totally wrong. It's because we have not seen a blueprint, we have not seen a plan, we have not seen a pattern. What is the route what is the route that these guys are taking? You keep talking about there are policies that are harsh. This one, that one. Eventually, if a building, Sani talked about a building, at least when it's at its skeletal stage, you cannot see the beauty until when it's done. But the building is planned. And it is one step at a time, working towards the plan to finish it. What are the plans laid down? Because everything we see does not tell us that there's any light at the end of the tunnel. Let me give you samples. In a country where you say there is no money, you went ahead to use 21 billion, built the house of a vice president, and he has a place he's staying in Aso Rock, very good place, comfortable. Nothing happened to that place. Nobody say spoil. You are buying SUVs. You are padding the budget. You now even, the worst of all is the most recent one. Carrying 155 billion, and all you want to do is to go to the market and buy food stuff with it and share. And every day we keep seeing those people, the elites, the political elites, getting richer. Living a lavish life. High cost of governance. They don't cut the cost of governance nothing. They enjoy themselves, and you keep telling the people to be patient. Now, what are the plans? You said you removed subsidy. You went through the back and put it back, and up to today you are lying that you didn't put it back. You floated the naira. The CBN governor is now saying, hey, it's stable, and it's at 1,500. Every day inflation is on the rise. You are saying the policies you put. What are the policies? What is the blueprint? What is the way? What are the roadmaps that these people are following? Please, somebody in the comment section should tell me, because I've not seen. Maybe I'm the one not paying very close attention to what the government is actually doing. Because everybody that comes to grant an interview will tell you, in fact, the ones that have left opposition, that have been captured, like Shehu Sani most recently, will tell you that 1 year is not enough to judge. 1 year is not enough for perfection, but 1 year is enough to know where you are heading to, what your plans are, what your strategies are. what you are putting in place for the betterness of the life of people. 1 year is enough to know your blueprint, your plans. But this government is very clear. It's either they deliberately refuse to make the lives of the people better, or they are bereft of ideas to actually solve the problem. And that is what it is. So forgive me if I call a spade and it actually gets you angry, or I bruise your ego. By the time the government start taking the right steps, I will be the first to come and say it here. I might not agree with them. I might not agree with the way he actually entered into power, but if there is something I'm very sure about, I want the lives of Nigerians, including myself, to be better. So if he was taking the right steps, I will come here and praise him. I will tell him, yo, you stole the mandate. Yes, I will blast him for that one. Then I will tell him, okay, he has started, this one he did is right. Let me drop it here so that you can have your say. Drop your comment in the comment section. Really love to hear from you. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be the first to be notified. I'm obedient and I'm useful. I hope you are. Fingers crossed. Let's keep holding them responsible and say Panzer. God bless you. I'll see you next time.